The bestseller Into the Wild, published in 1996, has been a huge success. The author of the book is John Krakauer, a writer and mountaineer famous for his many books about nature. Krakauer was born in Brooklyn, Massachusetts, but grew up in Corvallis, in Oregon, from the age of 2, and he is the third of 5 children. He played tennis at Corvallis High School, where he graduated in 1972. He continued his studies at the Hampshire College in Massachusetts, and in 1976 he received a degree in environmental science. Krakauer is also famous for having climbed the western slope of Cerro Torre in the Andes. Finally, Krakauer climbed Everest and was one of the only 2 survivors of the expedition on May 10, 1996. From this terrible experience, he wrote the book *To Thin Air*. Into the Wild is its great success. The book tells the true story of a wealthy guy called Christopher McCandless. After his college graduation, he gives everything to charity, changes his name in Alexander Supertramp, and leaves for a journey in the wild nature. Sean Penn is the director of the film based on this book. The young boy decides to start a long journey into the wild nature, abandoning civilization and escaping from a capitalist and consumerist society in which he is impatient.
We want to make a present to you.
I'm gonna get you out of that junker.
Mm-hmm.
What junker?
That.
I want to buy you a new car.
That's right.
A new car?
Mm-hmm.
Why would I want a new car? Datsun runs great. I mean, do you think I want some fancy boat? Are you worried what the neighbors might think?
Well, we weren't going to get you a brand new Cadillac, Chris. We just want to get you a nice new car that's safe to drive. And you never know when that thing out there just might blow up.
Blow up.
Well,
Blow up? Are you guys crazy? It's a great car. I don't need a new car. I don't want a new car. I don't want anything.
okay.
Just these things.
His anxiety is due to a complicated relationship with his family and to the influence of the readings of authors like Thoreau and Landon. Chris' intentions are to reach freedom and Alaska. During his journey to Alaska, on its way, he will meet different characters: a hippie couple named Jan and Bob Burrs, Wayne Westerberg, a young thrasher from South Dakota, a young hippie singer-songwriter, and an aged veteran close in his memories, which will change his life with his message of freedom and brotherly love. He will die in Alaska in 1992, perhaps from starvation or cold, realizing that happiness is only real when shared. Chris achieved his dream. He lived for 112 days alone in an abandoned bus near the Teclanica River in Alaska, hunting, collecting, writing a diary, and photographing the devastating beauty of nature. Then something went wrong. Emily Hirsch is the protagonist of the film, who plays Chris' role in an unbelievable way. He doesn't want things. He doesn't want a new car, or doesn't want to have $25,000 in his account. He needs to be free of materialism, radical, needs to cross the river, buy food, and needs to burn money, The film is a masterpiece just like the book, also thanks to the images and the soundtracks made by Vedder. The 11 Into the Wild soundtracks were composed by Eddie Vedder at the instance of his friend Sean Penn, with whom he has previously collaborated on the production of some soundtracks. The music written by Vedder for Into the Wild is intense and evocative. It's raw, intimate, exciting, and visceral. The main difference between the book and the film is the structure. The book is the result of a research on Chris' life through newspapers, interviews. The film is narrated by Chris' sister. The book is not. The book talks about Chris' childhood. The film doesn't talk about it at all. Moreover, in the book, Tracy's figure is barely mentioned. The book is weighted down by a section describing the writer as an adventurous mountain climber. This has no connection with Chris' events. This is the story of Chris, a guy who has decided to live life in wild nature. This is the story of Alexander Supertramp.